Play the right one.
Hear that cowbell?
Oh, I hear the cowbell.
More cowbell!
What do you mean more cowbell? Welcome to Games Overboard. I'm PJ.
I'm Dan.
I'm Angie.
And I'm a special guest named Shanna.
I don't have a fever, and I don't need more cowbell.
So we started with the right song. Let's see if we end with the right song this week.
Fingers
Did you
crossed.
hear that I had to yell at PJ because I'm like, I didn't realize how much cowbell was in that song before. And he goes, there's no cowbell. And I'm like, I'm a percussionist. There is a freaking cowbell on
There's
that.
definitely cowbell in this song.
Yes,
And
there is.
it led to me playing, I have fever.
I've got a fever,
Yeah.
and the only prescription is more cowbell.
I can't believe he's the Emperor in Dune.
That's awesome!
Dune 2, when it comes out in a couple months, he's the
Christopher Walken makes everything better. He was the best part of Joe Dirt.
Emperor. Wow. You had to lean in for that one.
Just for the taste of it.
Water.
Diet Coke.
I feel like I'm really loud.
Dan, you should start us off. Oh, wait, no. I have something.
Do you want to know a really cool fact about Jimmy Stegmaier?
Oh, God.
The silver fox you found at the zoo.
Yeah, so I listened to your podcast. He actually is in his 40s. He's 42. So I knew that, actually. Yeah. In response to last week's episode.
When you were asleep
he is my
upstairs.
brother's age.
Asleep upstairs. But something new. He read an article about what your doodles mean. Like when you draw doodles, you know, we just kind of doodle on paper. So his doodles, he says, are a mix of a few different categories. So he draws squares and cubes, which means he's efficient, analytical, and in control. He likes to draw names and initials, and that indicates who he's thinking about the most. And then he likes to draw stars, which means ambition, motivation, and confidence.
Well, that explains why I don't draw stars, do initials, but I do cubes.
Now, what also says that if you draw stars, you're chaotic and asymmetrical. If you draw...
That explains why I draw stars.
Sorry, I read that wrong. If you draw them asymmetrical, it reflects an energetic free thinker. So if yours are
I don't know
asymmetrical...
that part.
Well,
but-
that's what it
Well, I
says.
mean, I really can't do stars, so I guess that works for me. They're
I
all
feel like
wonky.
this kind of goes along with the whole, like, how do you write an X thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you write an X?
People write X's different ways, dear.
Really?
Right to left and then left to right, or do you start left to right and then right to left?
Right to left.
First or second?
Give me your piece of paper. We'll figure this out, because
I go-
I don't know.
I go left, right, right, left.
I
So
go
I
I
start-
go right, left, left, right.
So I start at the top, and I go like this. And then I
Yep,
go,
me too.
Yep.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh.
Okay. So left, right, and then I do
He goes down, then up.
down and then up.
Oh. That. Oh.
Yeah, well here. Like
So you.
so I do.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't like that.
That's why your X's
Guys.
look ugly.
Oh, I'm so sorry I don't have perfect X's. Oh my god. Anyway,
I have something.
Another greatest
Oh no.
fear of our super hot Jimmy Stegmaier is he's afraid of tick swarms.
that is reasonable.
Ticks are not fun.
I'm done now.
Ticks are bad.
I have something for you. I warned you about this before we started playing the games.
Am I gonna have to hit you with the microphone?
You might.
Oh Jesus.
This is a notorious card game in like the gaming community. It's called Dark Stories.
Okay.
There's a digital app that has like a couple freebies on it.
Uh-huh.
I'm probably either gonna get the cards or find like fan-made ones or something, but they're stupid. They're supposed to be logic puzzles. They're not. They're dumb. And I need you to figure out the solution.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you at the end of the episode. So this one's called A Glass of Water.
Uh-huh.
A man walks into a bar and asks for a glass of water.
Did he say ouch?
No. He asked for a glass of water.
Why would you do that?
The bartender pulls out a gun from under the bar and points it at the man's head. Then the man says, "Thank you." Then he turns around and leaves. Why?
don't know.
Well, you can think about that while we talk about our first game of the night.
You know, I'm
and
gonna
our
forget about it.
giveaway, which is underway, and
And
it's
our
going until
giveaway.
Labor Day. So please hop on Facebook or hop on YouTube.
Yep, if you're listening to on YouTube, just comment to this video.
Comment on email us at gamesofboard@gmail.com with the title contest.
Yep.
And
Or
claim you
just
to win.
or just visit us on gamesoverboard.com. We have a contact page there. You can message us that way.
Yep.
So lots of
good
different ways to
freebies.
enter. We have a board game, we have D&D dice, we have t-shirts and car magnets and all kinds of stuff.
And spoopy stuff.
Only to the United States, though. Sorry,
Everybody else.
international listeners, we just can't ship to you.
I have a suggestion for your next giveaway.
Excellent.
Dan?
we ship Dan.
People have to they email, and then whoever emails the best make fun of Dan email.
I love it.
I love you, dear.
We still don't have enough content of Dan being
Stupid.
Dan.
You should
Yeah.
do like a compilation. Can you go like take bits out of all the old, like all of his chewing and all that shit, all of his bad jokes, and
That's PJ.
That's me.
I was gonna say, to be fair, you have more bad jokes than I do.
Oh.
so we could do one for each of you.
We could.
In Danger and Dice, all it is dad jokes.
It's
Actually,
so
for
good.
Jack's birthday, I bought him a D&D Nerf gun. And
It's
I
a little
said,
dragon
Yeah.
that shoots
It's
Nerf
the
darts
D&D
and-
design. Yeah, it's the D&D Nerf gun. And whenever he makes a dad joke, Jack's allowed to shoot him. So, blink,
He
blink.
forgot
So
it
here-
on Tuesday,
he did.
so
Good.
yeah,
Oh, it's hilarious. I got shot one night. It was worth it.
it was.
Anywho, back to our games. What did you guys bring tonight?
Yeah, you brought 3 games.
All right,
all
so-
from the same company.
Yep,
right?
we did a trilogy here from the Dusty Tophat Ltd. The first game we did was only a 2-player game. It is called Couch Skeletons. What did you think of it, first of all?
It's a great little card game. Like, this is the kind of game that you take to a restaurant. And it's like, you order your drinks and you're waiting
And you
for your
wait.
meal. And like, this is a game that you would want to pull out and just, it'd be over by the time the meal's there.
I feel like it'd be a good bar game too.
Oh,
Yeah,
it'd
really
be a
good
great
bar
bar
game.
game. This
Yeah.
is probably the easiest game that we've played
To
in a
learn.
long,
Yeah.
long time.
It's very just
It's very simple.
It's really light, but it's fun.
So, Couch Skeletons, it's only a 2-player game. You have 2 packs of cards. One is purple, one is pink. They all have skeletons, and they're numbered 1 through 9. And you have 5 couch
Seats on
cushions
the couch, yeah.
that you have to lay out, and the entire goal of the game is to get your skeletons on the couch, the entire couch.
So the couch will either turn purple or pink.
Yes.
That's right. And the first person to get all of their skeletons on the couch wins. This game can be very fast. Angie has beaten me in less than a minute.
Yep.
It reminds when I watch you guys play, it reminds me of, like Spit. The up and
Spit
down.
or Golf Solitaire
Yeah.
has the same
Oh,
rules.
Yeah.
Where you have to play a card that's either above or below.
Yeah, it's kind of like Skippo, but you can go up and down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so the rule and only rule of the game is when you put a card down, you can put it on top of an existing card or to either side of the card, and it has to be either one above or one below
That's
that
right.
number.
Yep.
That's it. That's the game. It's that simple.
Super easy. This was... well, Angie got this for me for my birthday. And when we were looking at it, we saw these other 2 games that we played tonight. And I kept telling her, we have to do these. We have to get these. We have to get these. So that was our first game. Then we played...
So why did the bartender aim the gun at his head?
I don't know.
Why did he say thank you?
I don't know.
Why did he leave afterwards?
I don't
Why did
care.
he ask for a cup of water?
oh my lord.
I'm going to punch him.
I know the answer.
Yeah, Shanna does. I practiced with her, and she's like, I hate it.
Yeah, I hated it.
Well, now you have to tell me, Shanna.
No. You'll find out.
Can we
hate
get
you.
back to the game?
Next game.
Okay, so the next game that
Well,
we
no,
did...
no, stop.
What?
Because this game right now is $9.99 on Amazon,
Oh my gosh,
right.
it's so worth it.
and I think I paid $8.99 during the
Yeah.
Prime Day deals.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you got a really good
Because
deal.
that's
So
when I
worth
got
it.
him. I got you this, and I got you the Godzilla game,
Yeah.
So
which was only like $13.
we had pros. What are the cons of this game? 2 players only.
Yeah, that's
Players
the
only.
only con is you can only do 2 players.
Although I see it as a pro because Angie and I ate cheese and crackers.
Yeah,
And I
don't-
finished my episode of NCIS.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
the other con possibly is like there's no way to differentiate the colors other than by color. So like
Right.
if
For
you have a red color blindness, I'm not sure how well this would play.
True.
Based on our priest, Father Mowry, not very well because
Yeah, right,
pink
so-
and purple are the same color for him. Remember,
Yeah.
I had to help him pick
Yeah.
out his chapel.
So that's probably the only con I can think of. You know, like if they would have just thrown in a little suit icon, you
Yeah.
know, for purple versus pink, then it would have made a world of difference, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, if you're not colorblind, this is a great game. And also, if you're not playing card games while you're waiting for your meal at a restaurant, you need to start doing that because it's just
We should start doing that.
Our
it's
kids-
such a
Let's just
Our
great...
take it.
kids
Bring
are
this in your
trained to
purse.
do that. If
Yeah.
we keep
Sushi
Why can't you
Go,
carry it in your
Uno.
purse?
Uno.
Because, well, you know what? If I put it in my back pocket, it looks like I have a butt.
Because it goes with your wallet.
You put your wallet in
does.
one pocket,
That's
the
right.
cards in the other.
I'd
And...
be like,
Yeah,
hey,
like it's a tiny box.
take a look at these butt
Like
cheeks.
we were seriously expecting a much larger box.
We were.
Yeah.
Because like when you look at it in the pictures, like it looks like
Yeah.
it's
it
like
looks
this
bigger,
size.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd think it would be the size of...
We went to Cracker Barrel and we forgot to grab Uno, and the kids are like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, guys. In the other bag. I apologize. I got yelled at."
Now that they're older, we should start doing Sushi Go.
We have Alex though.
Yeah.
I love sushi.
Sushi Go is a great game.
I've never
We'll have
played
to play
it.
it
I
if
just
you
love
get some
sushi. So,
I
our next-
recommend.
Okay. Our next game that we played tonight,
What is
again, it's
What's it called?
I love the title. Ready? Butts in space. You have to be really dramatic when you say it, or else it's not
I
fun.
feel like I agree.
Yeah.
No, we need to add when you get couch skeletons, you get an extra card.
Oh, that's
For
right.
butts in space, you get another butt for butts in space, and you get another spell card for beard
Right,
wizards.
for Beard Wizards, which is the next game that we played.
Which
So-
is kind of how we figured out that there were other games.
games.
That's right.
But they made other games.
So, Butts in Space is a 4-player game.
But if you get couch skeletons, it's 5.
Then it's a 5-player
Five.
game. Because you get an extra butt. Can I see the back of the box here? So the description on this is great. This is the whole premise of the game. Oh no, Evil Butt, that's his name, Evil Butt, has stolen all of the toilet paper in the universe and destroyed your toilet spaceships. Play as, these are the characters you can play as, Bow Butt,
It has
Harry,
a little bow tie.
and it has a
on
bow on it. Not a bow tie,
Not
just a
bow. Yeah, bow. Yeah.
Hairy Butt, which is it's just a hairy butt. Classy Butt, which is a butt with a top hat
And
And a monocle.
and a monocle. That's
Can't
right.
forget the monocle.
And
and a little, he's
Little
holding a
cane,
little cane,
yeah.
yeah.
and the most generic of all, Butt.
It's just a butt.
It's just a butt. Now, Couch Skeletons came with a 5th character for you, Bony Butt.
Yep.
Bony Butt can take any card. I
We didn't
should have
get to that
played
part
Bony
yet.
Butt.
Yes,
anyway,
you should have.
And it looks like butt, but with bony arms.
but with bony
sticking
arms and
out.
legs. That's
It
right.
makes sense because it came from the skeleton pack.
Well, I kind of wish
They have bony
I kind of
butt.
wish it was just like a hip bone.
A
you
bony
know?
butt, yeah.
So your whole goal is to gather as much toilet paper as you can, more than your friends, before your spaceship is repaired. Okay, so this game,
Butts in space.
Butts in Space.
Did you notice that there's a toilet with flames coming out of
I
it?
didn't notice that. So
That's your spaceship, because look at it.
I know. So the entire game, you have to collect toilet paper cards, and the toilet paper card that you have in order to play it has to be one of 3, either what is it?
4. Because there's 4 butts.
No, yes,
No, he's
but
talking
I'm saying-
about
talking about-
common,
Talking
rare,
about-
or
okay.
Mythic. So
Sorry, I got the times confused. I didn't get the itinerary.
well, hold on. Did you
Itinerary?
get the Los Angeles Times, or the New York Times?
the Washington Times.
Oh,
I was
that
in
was a bad
Chicago.
one.
Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing. But
I'm so confused.
there's got to be a Washington
Probably.
Times out there.
I think it's the Washington Post.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Even worse.
I bet you there's Washington Times.
Probably Washington State.
Yeah.
No one cares about that. That's not true.
Okay, stop.
Anyway,
Back to what you're saying.
Seattle, Washington.
so if you get a mythic toilet paper, you can play that down immediately You can play down
If it's the same
if
suit
it's the
as your
same
butt.
suit as your butt. Yes.
There is a Washington Times. I googled it.
Nailed it.
Congratulations.
There you go. That's all I got.
I don't have a hammer for you. Anyway, you have the mythic mythic toilet paper if it matches your. What are you doing? If it matches your butt, which is a little icon in the top, you can play it down. That's your set. 2 rares, again, has to match your suit, or 3 commons. What are you 2 laughing at?
I haven't done anything wrong.
Angie let out a very audible sigh into the microphone.
I'm being a good girl right here.
You
Hi.
are. You are.
I'm very impressed with you right
Would
now.
you like me to take a pause and break here and tell you something else about Jamie Stegmaier?
Oh,
Not
my.
really, but if you're going
okay.
to.
No, it's okay.
So why did the bartender...
I don't care!
aim the gun at him?
Probably for the same reason I'm about to do that to you. Give me your Wembley.
Can you get back to the cards?
Yes. You also have attack cards,
Mm-hmm.
which are massive farts.
Power fork.
Sorry,
Power
powerful
fart.
farts. And they,
Rotate
everybody
the
has
butts.
to rotate the butt, so everybody gets a new butt.
Yep.
What? Rotate the butt.
I like it.
Thank you.
And so the goal is to just get as many sets of butts as possible.
Toilet paper, not butts.
Toilet paper. Right.
And
You only have one butt,
Based
PJ.
based on your butt.
If you have more than one butt, there's a problem.
oh, don't forget, you can distract people with the mythical boob butt.
Yep.
Of course, that was my favorite. I got to play that down on you first.
And the evil butt steals toilet paper.
That's the only reason you had so many sets is because you kept getting the evil butt to steal people's stuff.
Yeah. It's quite
But
evil of you.
We could have used our underwear to protect
That's
us.
right. You do get your lucky
I kept
underwear.
forgetting to use my underwear. So angry.
This sounds so bad out of context.
I know.
Man, I forgot to wear my underwear today. The way the game ends is when all 7 of your spaceship parts are pulled out of the deck.
Yep.
Then it's game over. It doesn't matter how many cards you have left in the draw pile.
Yeah.
That's done.
So this could be a very long game or a very short game, depending on where those cards are.
Yeah, because if
Right.
your last ship part's on the bottom,
Yep.
Yep, pretty
like
much.
like our game.
Yeah.
We were going for quite a while there.
because there's a lot of cards.
It is a big deck
It's
of cards.
Big deck of cards.
The artwork is just ridiculous on these. They're silly.
Yeah, they really are.
But what can you expect from a game called Butts in
What's in
Space?
space?
It's gonna be silly. This is a really fun game.
I really enjoyed this one. This one was great. This was a really fun game.
They do have certain rules for just a 2-player game. I didn't get to really look into those.
It was one minor rule of
Was
like if you play this card, it does X, Y, Z. You know.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's the only rule that changes for a 2-player game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pros for this game is, for me anyway, is you can have 4 or 5 people.
Yep.
play it.
5 if you have.
If you have that
couch
that-
skeletons.
Yeah, if you have that extra card from Couch Skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I mean, the age that this is appropriate for, 8, 9 years old and up.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if this game would have been out when we were in college, we probably would have been playing this in the commuter lounge constantly.
Oh yeah.
This is just one of those games that it's silly.
And it has
for the
like
most-
it has take that cards in it, but they don't ruin the
No,
game
they don't.
or anything. You know, like some of them will just straight up take away the
You
fun.
took away everyone's toilet paper. It was ruining the fun.
And not for me.
You're a poo poo butt.
Yep. You need extra toilet paper for that poo-poo. Coming out your butt.
Well, any cons on the game?
Cons.
I mean, for color blindness, this isn't a big deal because everything is.
Everything has a suit
Has a
attached to
design.
it and everything. So
Yep.
yeah,
There's
it's
the
good.
little-
You
there.
have a design.
Bows and whatnot. So
Right.
you can still do
The
that.
cards are just cards. Nothing fancy to write home.
No.
about
Yeah, and the
there.
ones that make you do something, like they actually have it.
They
written.
tell you exactly
Yeah.
what everything is, which
Yeah.
is really nice.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I really like about the last 2 games, this and Beard Wizards, is it tells you exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very straightforward.
Yeah. The difference between this and Beard Wizard is there's less information on these. So like there are less cards that do things, if that makes sense. Like so some cards
I had
are
a
just
handful of toilet paper at
cards.
one point and I couldn't do anything with them.
Yeah, like not all cards are action cards.
Right.
Where Beard Wizards, every card has an ability, has some kind of thing that
that's
it can
also
do.
a different play style, and we'll get into that.
And so we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, why did he go into the bar?
I don't care. He was thirsty.
Why did he ask for water? Why didn't he drink the water afterwards?
I don't know. And in the words of Tommy Lee Jones, I don't care.
I know why.
All right, the third game.
All right, the third game is Beard Wizards. Now, just for all clarity, I really wanted these two games just based on the titles alone.
Mm-hmm.
You really wanted Butts in Space.
I really wanted Butts in Space.
Oh, yeah, he's been talking about Butts in Space for a while.
We've been talking about Butts in Space since we got Couch Skeletons a month ago.
Yeah.
And it has not disappointed at all.
No, it lived up to the name.
Did anybody else notice that Bobat has eyelashes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't.
Little dimples, yeah.
So Beard Wizards was our last game tonight. Beard Wizards, again, this one is a, 4 to 5 player game?
Yeah, because there's 5 of
Yeah.
them.
Well, 2 to 5.
2 to 5 player game. This one comes with a little bit more than Butts in Space.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets a player card, and the player card doesn't really do much but tell you what kind of rituals you can do with your cards.
Yeah.
And the ritual that you can perform all depends on the length of your golden beard.
Yep, because you have 2 actions in the game. Like each turn, you get to do 2 actions. Those actions could be playing 2 cards, like playing a card and then playing another card, or if you have the right ingredients for a ritual, which is cards of a certain color,
right?
Then you can do a ritual.
But you also have to have a certain beard length in order to do it.
To do the ritual.
So
yeah.
your beard length determines how powerful you are as a wizard, which I just think like, oh man, that's just gonna be so cool.
It's so great.
Just sucks that it took me forever to grow a beard.
Dude, you had a handful of cards. It's your fault.
I know, you had so many opportunities. Dan's at the end of the game, he's just like, oh my gosh, I had this card and this card and this card and that card.
I had probably an eighth of the deck in my hand.
Yeah, you had a lot of cards.
And we're like, what are you doing?
It's,
Nothing, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm learning. That's what I'm doing.
We were all learning, and we
Car
still
hog.
whooped your butt.
Well,
in
No
space.
pun intended. He didn't have a butt.
she's so mean to me.
Are you gonna apply about it?
Cry me.
That was a good one.
I gotta go to the bathroom and cry my eyes out.
Oh my.
Did you bring your butts for?
What's the butts for?
It's for pooping, silly.
Ah! That's one of my favorite jokes from that movie.
Look at us making an almost 30-year-old reference.
Oh my god.
Yawn. Hey, Dan, why was he holding the gun?
Isn't
that great?
Hate you guys.
Listeners, tell if we should make this a bit every week.
I'm gonna find out.
I have lots
I'm
of
gonna find out.
opportunities.
So
I'm gonna tell you at the end of the episode. But then I'll have a new one for you next week.
I hate you.
Angie is like, I'm going to murder you.
So this game, I don't even remember where we got off to.
Beard Wizard.
So
Handful of cards.
Beard determines your power. I mean, that's essentially the game.
Yeah, everything else is self-explanatory.
It's a different type of cards.
It's different card, different type of cards. You've got 3 types. You can do lay down a beard, which is a permanent. You equip a beard.
Yeah, it's a permanent ability for your character.
You have artifacts. You can lay down as many artifacts as you want.
Also permanent abilities.
You can swap them out.
Mm-hmm.
You can only have one beard, but you can swap out
You
your
can
beard.
have one beard at a time. You can swap them out, or you can get an artifact where you can have 2 beards.
And then you have your golden beard, which is
your
the length
power.
of your beard.
Yeah,
and you can snip people's beards and take
spells.
some for yourself.
Some of the you got spells, you have counter spells. I had a lot of counter spells. I was waiting for you to throw one at me, just so I could bounce it back to you.
We'll get back to the to that in the cons.
But the end game in this is you have to grow your beard length to 7 golden beard lengths, so 7 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to perform the final ritual, which is you have to have 3 cards, 1 of every color.
No, pink, a blue, and a purple.
Those are the 3 colors in the deck.
No, there's
No,
also
there's a
green.
green.
There's a green. Damn it. All right. So you have to have, she's got it. So you have to have those 3 to do the final ritual, and once you do the final ritual, game's over.
Yep.
And who won this one, PJ?
Yeah, PJ.
Well, it wasn't PJ.
Wasn't me.
No.
No, it was you.
So no, I didn't win.
No, it was Angie.
Oh, it was
Angie.
Angie because you fed her the cards.
No, I cast
To win.
spells to remove your beard and give it to her.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But you only did that because he was stealing your
Yeah,
beard.
but I was
Did
mad.
you see that? She played Delilah over here.
Yeah.
She cut it and stole your power.
I'll do it again too.
You just don't have wavy golden locks.
Yeah.
More like dark, now graying the temples.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Graying all over, really.
Well, I mean, that's the curse of having dark hair.
Yeah. So what everyone think of this one?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked the idea of doing the different rituals, and I got a lot of beards.
All right, so
Back to
these
the
are
game.
the highest quality cards
Of the 3 games we
of the
played,
3 games.
Yes.
Like I commented on it when we were playing. Like, wow, these are
They
are different from the last 2 games.
They
for
are
sure.
the best quality. I think this was the first one.
No,
right?
Butts in Space.
Butts
was
in,
the
okay,
first.
Butts in Space was the first one, and then they did Beard Wizards, and then they just recently came out with Couch Skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to these cards, yeah, they really are the best. This is the bigger, well, the biggest box of the 3.
Unnecessarily, unless there are expansions
agree.
coming.
I
I
understand.
think that's. I'm hoping that's part of it.
Yeah.
Just because of how much space is in the box. But you also have one extra thing that the other 2 games don't have, and that's the player mats.
I agree, big bushy beard. But they could shrink that down to like a card,
They could.
and then that would save the size of the box.
It's a lot of information to put on a little card.
It
though.
is.
I guess.
It is.
I
But
guess.
I really can't fault anything with the design. I mean, it's still a good design. It's still
yeah.
like it's not something that I would take to a restaurant. That like Couch
No,
Skeletons
this
is perfect
isn't
for
one
that.
you would want to take to a
I don't think Butts in Space either is something you could do that with. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't.
If you took it out of the box and like rubber banded them or something like that, then you could, but
Maybe.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I wouldn't.
I'm on their actual website, and there are no expansions on here.
Boo.
But there is another game. It's called Ultimate Aquarium. It's just released.
Ooh.
Ah, cool.
Ultimate All right, something we have to look at.
And now there's one called Toilet Paper Tile Match. It's out now. So there are 2 more things
All
to
right,
add
there
to
are
your
2 more
collection.
games. We're gonna have to get these.
Nice.
They're the most expensive of all of them, by the way.
All right,
I saw
so
that.
pros to this game.
Just for one, it's definitely the most amount straight out of the box that you can have players.
Yeah,
I think it's silly and fun. That's a pro
silly
for me.
and fun.
I can say that about all 3 of these games. They are silly and fun. This one is probably the more complicated of the 3.
Oh, definitely.
But-
Absolutely.
And that one was the most expensive, I
That would make sense too.
Right.
think. I don't remember.
I can check on Tophat.
Oh no, Butts in Space is the most.
Because this is like $10 only on their Tophat website.
More strategic, like less luck based.
Yes,
than
definitely.
Butts in Space.
I preferred this one to Butts in Space. I thought this one was like easier for me to understand than Butts in Space.
Well, yeah, because this one's a little more cerebral.
Yeah.
Butts in Space is just absolute.
It felt like
Silly
Flux.
pandemonium.
Yeah, it felt like a
Yeah.
little bit like Flux to me.
When it comes to the artwork,
I liked it.
I love
liked
the
it.
artwork. It's silly.
All 3 games actually have just funny, and
For
good artwork.
for Couch
It
Skeletons,
won't be everyone's cup of tea.
No, for Couch Skeletons, like you have it's the same cards,
Yeah.
just a different colored background. But I do like the faces that in the positions that they're in and like the faces they make in that.
Yeah, the skeletons are sitting in different things for different positions for each number.
Each number. Butts in Space is
all the different TPs in there are just hilarious.
And for Beard Wizards, just the creativity that they put into some of the spells and the beards. I mean, you had Princess Beard, for goodness sake.
Where I could discard a card and take anyone else's beard card.
And a
Golden
bunch of the
beard card.
The Golden Beard, that's right. A lot of these are just, I mean, all three of them are outright silly and fun. Yeah. I would say if you're going to get one of these, just spend it and get all three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon right now has Butts in Space and Couch Skeletons together for $29.99.
Okay.
That's a pretty good deal.
Winning.
Yeah.
What's everyone's favorite? So Shanna said hers.
Well, did we do cons yet for Wizards?
Oh, no, we haven't.
My con would be the color for the cards to do the rituals.
Yeah.
Because if you have color blindness, that's going to be a major issue. Because the pink, purple, blue, green, like it's going to be a major issue for color blindness.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Apart from that, though, I had that was my only con. Oh, and you taking my stuff.
Well, that's not with the game. That's just with your husband.
Yeah.
And like the color of the card, there's like the top corner has like a little jewel of like that color.
Right, that color.
But then the background is also that color, but a different shade of that color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't match. No. And I do not like that. I did not appreciate that at first.
I didn't really mind it. This also has one little variation for 2 players, and that is one of the not attack cards. One of the cards you can
I see
use
smoke coming out of your ears right now.
Oh, then these things are on fire. That's not good. No, one of the cards just turns into a defense card.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
All right.
So it's not a huge play
Change,
difference.
yeah.
Like some of the other games we've played where you bring it down to 2 players and you have to either
Add
put
an
in
AI
an AI or like do something completely different.
Yeah.
And that's how that's
like
how,
Libertalia too.
Yeah.
Like you have to change a big portion of how the game operates. My biggest con is that there's too much in your hand at any given time. Like
if there
Exploding
was...
Kittens, Butts in Space, most other card games, some of the cards have abilities, not every card.
I like that.
And so it's nice. It's nice in one way because you can really strategize things. But when you have a hand of like 8+ cards and you're looking at it,
you.
You forget what abilities you have and what cards you have in your hand and what they do. And so I was constantly just moving my cards through this loop, reading them over and over and over again.
Yeah, trying to find what's the best card
I'd
to draw.
continually forget what the heck I was holding.
But I feel like that's why they do the ritual part of it, so you can get rid of those.
Yeah,
So you don't have to hold.
I didn't
There
really
are
read
so
them.
many
Get rid of them.
options to dump cards.
Yeah.
Well, that was a cacophony of noise right just there.
It was wonderful.
Yep.
It was a real conversation.
But for me, like, someone who, like, I had my last 2 turns planned out and then they got ruined. But because I was just constantly reading, I'm like, oh, I can do this. You know, like, I can discard this card to get a beard, and I can do this to get 2 more, and then boom, like, I'll be able to do the last ritual and then the game. Mm-hmm. And so I had everything planned out, but, like, my head was hurting by the end of it because I was constantly just reading all my cards and trying to figure out what did what.
I didn't really read the cards. I looked at colors and did rituals, which is why I had so much beard.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
So the one thing that this has in common with Butts in Space is to end your turn, you don't have to discard. You just say, I'm done!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The thing that I liked about Butts in Space was you had a limit on cards. This one, you have no limit, which you get the unruly hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of us did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know.
But I mean, like, if you pay attention and you identify your best ones and just keep those, and then just get rid of the other ones, and then just
Use them
like
for
each
spells
time,
or rituals.
Like each turn when you draw, just
you
look at what you have and decide what you want to do from there.
Yeah,
and
that's what I did.
Yeah.
So what's everyone's favorite of the three?
Beard Wizard.
I'm going to have to go with Butts in Space.
Me too.
Me too.
Sorry,
me
Butts in
3.
Space.
Sorry.
Or I liked Couch Skeletons.
Couch Skeletons is fun. It is the...
But
Yes.
I would
that's
say,
only for a really niche audience of just 2 players, you know.
I'd say Couch Skeletons would be the game that you want to start things off with, you know, while you're waiting for a party to get started.
Kill
Hey,
some
let's
time,
just...
yeah.
Let's play some Couch Skeletons quick. Okay. Best...
Or again,
5 out of
like,
7.
you're at dinner,
Okay.
you know. That's
Well, even if you get Couch Skeletons, you're like, oh, this game's cool. Like, I want to get the other ones. You can get the combo
Yeah, you can
thing,
get
and
the
then you
combo.
have 2 copies, and you can have,
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
I appreciate Beard Wizards for the complexity and the strategy that you can do in it. Like, it's less chaotic. Like Shanna said, it's much less chaotic than Butts in Space.
I would have to put Beard Wizards next.
Okay.
When it comes to those 2, I still like Couch Skeletons because it's just a fast, fun game. I suck at it, but it's fast and it's easy.
You do suck at it.
Card games are not my they're not my strong suit.
I hate like organizing like best to worst because they're all good in their own way.
Yeah.
It makes sense, you know?
Yeah. I was just thinking about my personal taste and what I would like. If someone gave me all 3 and said, which one you want to play? Like, you know, which one I gravitate towards the most? And it'd probably be Butts in Space.
It feels very much like the oatmeal though, with the crazy design.
Yeah,
yeah,
it really
very
does
much.
feel like an oatmeal game.
But next time you say it, PJ, you have that gravitas.
Butts in Space!
Space.
So why did he go into the bar?
Oh my god.
Tell me. Just tell me.
For a drink. For water. Specifically.
I don't. Just tell me.
So he had the hiccups, and he goes into the bar asking for a glass of water. The bartender notices he has the hiccups and
So he scares
draws
him
a
by
gun
trying.
on him and scares him. The man no longer needs the water, so he says thank you and turns around and walks out.
Really? Because you know what my first words would have been? Where's your bathroom?
Do you want to know a cool fact about Super Hot Jimmy Stegmeyer?
Oh boy.
He
Now,
has
that's Megan Fox's
That's what I was going to say.
Super Hot Jimmy
My
Stegmeyer.
super hot girlfriend, Megan Fox.
Nope.
So hot.
That's a pretty old skit by now.
But
Worth
so
it.
good.
John Garcia, if you're listening, we need super fun facts about you now.
Ooh.
He actually has a fear of forgetting to put leftovers in the fridge. There you go.
It's a fear?
Yes.
It's a fear?
Because he has.
I guess he's like very anti-waste and
Well, but
eco-friendly
there's a
and
blog.
everything, so.
There's a whole story where this actually happened to him, where he goes to a certain area and they have this like fantastic gelato ice cream that he loves.
Mm-hmm.
So he always brings a cooler and stocks up, brings it back home, puts it in the freezer. Somebody forgot to close the freezer, and all this ice cream that he bought is like in his fear ruined. Thank goodness the freezer door was half closed, so the ice cream was soft, not melted, so he was able to save the ice cream. But since then, he has a devout fear of forgetting to put leftovers in the fridge and making sure the door is closed.
That's a very domesticated fear.
Mm-hmm.
He also has he has a daily chocolate.
Good for him.
He talks about daily chocolate.
Is it a very daily chocolate?
No. I just said very.
Yeah.
I'm
picking on
very
yourself.
proud of him for
I
having
really
a very
hope
good...
that John emails you now with a list of random things about him.
I'm going to message him.
John Garcia, you need to start up a blog.
Well, John Garcia, you just need to get back here and talk with us again.
we should.
We totally should.
John Garcia, you should play Butts in Space.
Oh my god, yes.
I feel like he would enjoy it,
I think you would.
judging by his sense of humor and everything.
Yeah.
So you hear another dark story?
Not really.
Next week.
Oh dear God.
Listeners, you're going to have to email. Do you or do you not want more dark stories?
Here's an idea, guys. Just
Oh,
email
what?
us.
An
I can't tell.
Oh my god, that needs to go in your blooper reel.
There it is.
Stupid shit Dan says. That's what you should call it.
I hate you guys.
You going to put it to music?
Don't you dare.
Oh my god.
Just like
me
the
into
Kyle.
Kyle.
Here's what you do.
No.
you take all the clips, you put them together, everybody votes for the clips, and then you pick the person that wins from the people that voted for that clip. Holy
All right,
crap.
well, in just a few days after this this episode airs, we will be in
6 days.
Yeah.
Too bad it wasn't 7, because then we could do the whole ring thing. 7 days. Horrible movie.
I'm just proud that
I
you
hear
knew how
the
to
original
math.
one is better.
Oh, yeah, the original one
Ringu.
is freaking terrifying.
So, anyways. Now we're done talking about Ringu.
That's a quote from Wellhouse Exorcism. We can turn Jen into the girl from Ringu.
It's a Ouija. This is bad.
This is really bad.
That's what you played.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
So, anyways, in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, at Helix Tabletop Gaming Guild, we will be there August 19th from noon to whenever.
They close at 11 p.m.
They close at 11 p.m. So
In other words, as long as we can be there until they kick us out because of our shenanigans.
I know open play is from noon to 3, but we're allowed to just keep going. We're allowed to just have a table and keep going. So
Sweet.
while open play ends at 3,
I'm
and
going to
then
leave at 6
yeah.
so I can put the baby to bed.
Yeah, a Pokemon tournament is going to pick up at 3, apparently,
Oh, cool.
at the other tables. But if you want to hang out with us, play some games, stop on by. If you want to see Shanna and talk Wellhouse Exorcism
That's
stuff,
right.
you got to be there before 6.
That's right.
All right, yeah, so we'll be playing Scythe, Expeditions, Dinosaur Island.
Yeah.
Maybe bring a couple others too. We're not sure yet.
Yep, still
During open
thinking
play
about
session, we might, like maybe we'll break up and Dan will teach Dinosaur Island and I'll keep going with a different game. Who knows? And that, the day will be ours.
Do you really want me to teach? I'm not much of a teacher.
You know how to play. It's a
I
pretty
do.
easy game
It's
to
true.
teach,
It's
actually.
true.
For being as complex as it is, it's pretty easy to teach.
That is true.
But I don't think you need to break up. That would just be sad.
I'm sure we'll get back together again.
Somehow we'll have to reunite you.
Well, I figure it'll be more like the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. We keep trying to forget about each other and just, keep coming back. Forever.
I can't quit you.
Not Brokeback Mountain.
I mean, that's kind of the scenario you have
Just
going.
because
but
I live and work on a farm does not mean I'm a cowboy.
You're definitely not a cowboy. Sorry. What do you want from me?
I'm rough.
What do you want from me?
I'm rugged.
Don't forget about our giveaway. Email us with a subject line contest if you want in. We are giving away Arkham Horror, the LCG, dice, t-shirts,
Cool.
car magnets,
creepy
buttons.
stuff.
Yep, all kinds
A
of...
bag and a Ouija board.
It's all
a bag.
horror themed since Halloween's around the corner, and
Fly paper.
Wellhouse is our most popular of the 3 shows. All right, email if you want to hear more dark stories.
Please don't.
I really want to hear.
I don't. No, please
Hear a
don't.
yes on that one.
Guys, come on. You got to side with me on
You
this one.
gotta email for this. For me, for my just joy of watching Dan struggle and Angie just stare daggers at me the whole time.
You just want to piss me off.
It's great. All right, everyone. So that's going to do it for this week, though. Do you have anything else to...
Thank you, Dan and Angie, for bringing the card games. They're amazing.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks, Angie, for buying them.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
God,
Okay, Tiny Tim.
God bless us, everyone.
All right, bye, everyone.
See ya.
Later.
Cowbell. Cowbell. Cowbell.
Now I can only think of Will Ferrell with his gut just flopping around as he's sitting in the cowbell.
Explore the space.
No, it's really good. Keep it up. Everybody has a Christopher Walken.
That's a hi-hat.
Yes.
That's not a cowbell there.